Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Entertainment only. Now, what I am, not that I really need it for that video, I just have it. What I'm going to have a chat with you in this particular reading is, for those that have been watching me for a little while now, know that with the eclipses, and also I had a new solar year not too long ago. I just felt a really intense and exhausting energy, and I still feel exhausted, energy of leveling up. Scary stuff it was, because I didn't know what there was a leveling up that my guides in the universe required of me, but I didn't know what it was. And as we all know, and especially with having a double Taurus in my solar return, so I'm a Gemini double Taurus. Gemini is my sun sign, Taurus is my moon, and Taurus is my rising. Double Taurus do not like change at all, which is actually quite in conflict with my Gemini, because Geminis are flitting all over the place. So yeah, I was feeling very, very intense energies, and I know a lot of you were as well. And it had me worried, it had me scared, because I didn't want whatever it was, to change me to the point where I would have to leave behind those that I love. Danny Shay and I think it was Danny Shay and Kim Copeland did a fabulous video a couple of weeks ago about stepping over the low picket fence into this next level up. But I was fearful of leaving behind on the other side those that I love, those that I want to be around and be with. Now, what had actually happened is that I don't want to make this all about me, because it's all about you as well, but I'm just going to go through my story. Because I had the realization, and when it hits you, the realization, it really, really hits you. The realization that this actual leveling up isn't about leaving behind. It was just a change in my spiritual connection with my guides and with universe. And this change in spiritual connection is very much about that I'm getting a lot of downloads now in really clear vision form. So thank you, boys. Clear vision form. And I've been getting visions for a long time now. I've always been getting visions, but now that I'm finding that the visions are becoming more intense, and I've got this massive ringing in my ear right now, becoming more intense and more open than they were previously. Whereas before I was getting glimpses, now I'm getting stories where it's like I am in the room, seeing from a third person point of view the actions actually happening. I don't see metaphors so much. It's more that, for example, in my Haiti video, it was like I was standing in the corner of the room, and there was the square table with the 8 chairs around it, 2 on each side, and there was like a light behind around the new Haiti PM. It was dark in the shadows around the room. He was sitting there with I'm going to say, gang leaders, listening, discussing, hearing grievances, etc. And the door was firmly shut on those that had political motive, corrupt political motive to be there. So I could see that as clear as, and I can see, and have seen with when news finally comes out of Putin passing, which he's either really, really, really close, or he's there already, of them opening drawers in a morgue to decide which body is the least decayed to put on display, which Putin body, so Putin and his doubles. So this is what I'm really, this is this next step that I'm going into. The visions are becoming more intense, more detailed, more of greater length, etc. So what may happen is you might find that I'm perhaps telling about these visions um, rather than throwing cards, more so getting more downloads. I can hear them audibly, plus a knowing and plus a feeling. So, on so many levels, not taste or smell, but on so many other levels, the connections are opening right up. And I have to laugh because I have my solar return done every year by Denise Knight from Denise Knight Divination, the astrology. I don't pretend to understand, but I love getting my solar return done. And what she does is she sends me this is only half a year of information, dates going right through. She can send you just the major points if you like, if it's too much, or she can do everything, and she can either do it in video form or written form. Sorry, Denise, if I've just given you too much work. But I really had to laugh because we're now at 31st of May, and I was reading my 31st of May, and it did say spiritual communications galore these days. Remember, it's okay to argue with the boys and other guides. Often we need to remind them, and it ain't easy being human. Sometimes they forget because, by crikey, are they keeping me awake at night or what? And also for this period, so that was today and tomorrow, and then today and tomorrow. Trust your intuition as it is especially accurate right now. Flashes of inspiration can be expected, and you will be aware of new and useful information. It's just absolutely spot on with what I'm feeling. And then today through to July the 30th, beginning of one of the most significant periods of my life that will last for the next few years. And it's about real growth. So thank you, Denise. And boy, oh boy, talk about an absolute sigh of relief when I realized, oh my goodness. And as I pull the deck out, this card is on the bottom. It's an intensifying of connection with my guides. It's not about leaving anything behind. It's not about rejecting anything from my past. It is just stepping up into this higher energy where I'm getting these messages more intensely. So I'm going to throw some cards from the Light Seers Oracle for myself and also for you. And as I split the deck, we have the Temperance card going through this really intense rebalancing and connection with my guides, with universe. Now, I don't want to become a talking head. I love using the cards still, and it does give a visual for you guys. So you'll find that I'll do a combination, and stepping into the strength of this rebalancing with the guides. So what you might find is that I may channel more. I find it extremely difficult to watch the news at the moment. There is a court case going through. Yeah, I'm having to protect myself from messaging that comes out. There's a case in Australia at the moment. Um, Oh goodness me, I can't remember her first name. I can picture her as clear as day, but I think she was about 7-year-old girl. I remember when she was shot by her mother's boyfriend, and I got the clearest. Um, uh, I could see her with her passing, and it was just, you were supposed to protect me. You were supposed to protect me. And her mother, there was just this disbelief from this young girl. The court case is going through at the moment. Surname is Mutton, Mutton. I really need to, I think it's Charlie or Charlie, or it begins with a C from memory. I can picture her as clear as day. And I know for respect purposes I should have the name right, but I wasn't meaning to bring this up. But when I see that on the court case, and the bloke is claiming that it's the mother that shot and killed, etc., he was just disposing of the body. I am so I just know, I know he did it. I know he did it. And it just makes me so incredibly angry that he is trying to blame the mother, who wasn't even there apparently. So I really struggle with watching the news because I know and I can see, and I just find it difficult when this sort of thing is being reported, um, even though the media are reporting it with disbelief. I just find it incredibly difficult. So, guys, what do you need to tell us about this leveling up? What do you need for all of you that are out there that are going through similar? Um, all I can suggest is lean into it, embrace it. It's actually having done so. Scary, 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 scary. Don't want to go there. Couldn't avoid it anymore. I had a realization. Couldn't fight it anymore. Asked the boys, "Is this what it is?" Got as clear as day a yes. As I was drifting off to sleep, and then didn't sleep for most of the rest of the night. Um, Open up to your guides. It's not as this leveling, and now I'm getting this ringing in both ears. It's not as scary as you may be fearing. So show me, what do we need to know about what's happening with this leveling up? Now, it's not Cash Peters type visions. I'm not going to be doing pictures or anything like that. And I want to try and keep it as third person because it's not me, it's the universe and the boys that are bringing all this information through. So, guys, what is it that we need to know about this leveling up? Just to let you know, what is it that we need to know about this leveling up? Just cards for everybody. And then I'll grab some cards from the Work Your Light Oracle. What is it we need to know with this leveling up? Because I'm sure I'm not alone in this. You want that one. Okay. Come on down. Oh boy, no wonder they wanted that card. Yeah. Step through. Step through into this new beginning, this new cycle. Step through the door. Oh, fling the door open and step through, knowing that it will be fantastic. That all will be right. Feel the joy of it. Ending of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle, step through. It's almost like a portal, just this leveling up. Yeah, new messaging. Ace of Wands, new messaging, new beginning that is brought from your intuition, from your third eye intuition, inspirational messaging. Love it. Second signifier. Which way do you want me to go, guys? Okay. Energies behind the scenes. Absolutely not surprised. There will be some letting go of something for some of us, whatever that is. And if you haven't already worked through the letting go, now is the time. Let go through the grief process, the despair, the heartbreak, the loss of the barrenness that was. So it's a barren landscape here, and it's going through the grief of letting it go. So there may be some of you that aren't at the point yet to step through the portal because you're hanging on to what is not serving you. Allow yourself to go through the full and proper grief. Now, not necessarily grief of losing loved ones. I mean, that was my big concern, and I was in this energy because I didn't want to step through this portal because I was afraid that I would be leaving behind those that I don't want to. It was, for me, it was leaving behind and letting go of preconceived ideas of what should be. So it may be letting go of the pain of the past, going through the grief process properly, so all 7 stages of a past that you may have experienced a future that you're not going to have, ideas that you've clung on to that don't serve you anymore. But it may be relationships, and it may be, well, I was going to say loved ones, but if they're loved ones, then they're not really, it's not really, there's, you don't need to let them go. This is letting go of people in your life that do not belong in your life. We cling on to relationships past their use-by dates. And a really important message that I got the other day just popped up in one of my feeds, and it was just a really good clarifier for me, was that blood does not make family. It just means you're related to them. So if there's family that you just need to let go of, then do so and go through the grief of letting go. Because blood does not make family. Blood means you just happen to be related to them. And then we've got the King of Swords. Kings are about doing energy, action energy, and the King of Swords is bringing forth the truth, the reality, the wisdom, the knowledge, and it can be brutal and it can be icy clarity as well, but looking to your future. So this figure's looking this way into the past, this figure's looking this way into the future with truth and honesty of your heart, of your mind, of your spirituality. Wow. It was only when I was talking about this, actually it's quite interesting because they're both looking this way, but when I hold it up, he's looking to the future. It's just how those cards felt to me. Okay. Yeah, the Eight of Swords, coming out of this grief and heartbreak and loss and whatever it is that you need to let go of. It's holding you back. Whatever this is that you need to let go of is holding you back from stepping into this new energy. And it is causing heartbreak for you. These are self-inflicted bindings. This figure here, she's not bound, she's not blindfolded, there's no crows harassing her, but how she perceives herself is to be is restricted. So this is a process. I can't do it for you. Nobody else can do it for you. This is a process you need to go through yourself to let go of what is holding you back from stepping forward into this new energy. And whether that's fear or whether that's preconceived perceptions of what life is supposed to be or was supposed to be that didn't eventuate, or it can be of those that are around you. Feels more like from within though. The only person that's holding you back from stepping through into this leveling energy, this leveling up portal energy of this new message that comes through your third eye is your own self-restriction. And yes, I put myself firmly in that camp as of 3 days ago. So, yeah, I was firmly there. It was me restricting myself. And it was only once I let go and stepped through and I went, wow, this is not scary. This is not asking more of me than I am prepared to give. And this is opening a whole new world. The decision is yours. Do you stay where it's comfortable, where it's familiar, you know, but it's unfulfilling? Or do you step out into the unexplored beyond the window? the karma over this energy at the moment, the Three of Pentacles working together. Now, I start a conversation in the comments if you feel like you need to connect me personally. My email is in the more ... section. Working together with others to create something powerful, something magical, something healing, where you're bathing in the light of your dreams, of something, bathing in the light of something so much bigger, the universal energy shining on you and holding on to the thread of your connection to that universal energy. Love it. This is on offer for you. It's up to you whether you take it up or not. You have to meet your guides and the universal energy halfway. They've put it out there for you. I'm sure you can all feel that energy. They've put it out for you. It's on offer. It's up to us to throw up these earthbound restrictions and meet them halfway. And just go for it. And work out how the bloody hell you're going to do it as you're going along. Pick up the reins, start the journey forward, and work out between you and your guides what direction you're going in. Trust that they will take you in the direction that you need to go, and work out what the heck you're going to do with it as you go along. I still haven't worked out fully what the heck I'm going to do with it. Hopefully meeting with my own local soothsayer who does my readings for me in the next couple of weeks. She, poor thing, she's been as crook as with shocking cold, getting better, then crook again. So just when the time is right, we'll be able to get together and I hopefully nut out this direction. But it's a powerful message that you have to share, that you are stepping into, where you can beat your own drum and share the intensity and the passion of this message that you will be receiving. Again, it's up to you whether you stay in the same old, or you explore what can be. Strength has got your back. Are you going to step forward with this new beginning, with this new message, with this new passion, with this new inspirational energy? And if you do, you will find freedom, emotional freedom, release, joy, and then the Queen. You will step into the role of being an inspirational figure, inspiring others, bringing forth this message with your connection with spirituality. It's time to come down off the safe space because you have this overwhelming, powerful light within you that perhaps you are keeping confined and trying to hold back. It's time to come down off this safe space and start the journey that you are meant to be on. And it starts with the first step. This is the path you're meant to be on. Love it. Absolutely love it. I could keep going with the story. It's very much about moving forward, putting the emotions aside, looking to the future with clarity and wisdom, and letting go and stepping over the horizon into this new beginning and creating magic with others and finding your spiritual balance on this next level. I am just going to put it out there. Scary as hell, I know. I went through it leading up to this last few days. And then when I went, okay, I let go of fighting it, let go of, and I'm saying it because I didn't know what it was that was being brought forward. What was it? And when I went, oh, just couldn't fight any longer. And I went, is this it? I accepted what my guides were bringing me. And I think the turning point for me was I subscribe to a lot of other readers, spiritual readers on so many levels, but there's just not enough hours in the day to watch everybody, so I've got my favourites. I watched a Susan Lynn video. Now, I know Susan Lynn, love Susan Lynn, but I hadn't really been watching her videos. And there was just one that drew me. And I watched it beginning to end, and I realised that that was what the boys were bringing me. Not the Susan Lynn type channeling, but a different level of explaining third-party point of view the visions that I'm seeing. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. See how it progresses. I've lent into it. I still have some digesting to do, but we'll see how it goes. So just a couple of cards from the Work Your Light Oracle deck that have popped out. And I love these two cards that have popped out. Where are you being called to journey to? Yeah. What do you need to let go of? Where are you being called to journey to? Where is this portal taking you? Now, you won't level up the same as me. You'll do this in your own way, to your own new spiritual powers. But this is about, look at this figure here, releasing to where the flow needs to take them. Pillars of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Oh, just these, they keep coming. How are you being called to step up and lead? Because your vibration is rising. You can try resisting it as much as you like. It's right, it's there, it's rising. You can either fight it or you can go with it. You can go release yourself to where it's taking you, because it's happening whether you want it or not. It's about identifying where you are being called to step up to and lead. And it is very much about channeling and uplifting humanity. This is you being leaders to be the example to humanity, uplift humanity, and bring forward the messages. And you have been training for this for lifetimes. If you feel called to watch this video and you've watched it right through to the end, you have been called for lifetimes for this role. And most importantly, call on your tribe. You don't have to do this alone. We are here for you. The whole community is here for you. Behind the scenes, I'm having conversations with all sorts of readers that you see. We're discussing this behind the scenes. There are workshops being organised. We're open for conversations. Don't hesitate to contact us if you feel you need to. Don't overwhelm us because, goodness, I know I don't have time for 300 emails, but if you feel, either start a conversation below this video and others will join in. But if it's really, really intense calling, then we're here for you. Love to you all. Take care.